Hello viewers, in this video I'll be going over Gold Miners Junior ETF ticker symbol GDXJ. Today we are down roughly around 3% and we have about 2 hours and 30 minutes left in trading. On the 1 hour chart we are touching over a sold RSI on the 1 hour chart. We are currently at the 200 moving average, and on the 4 hour chart we made a divergence on the MACD, and I do believe we may head even to negative 4 hour MACD very soon. And on the daily chart we approach positive MACD. However, we have not quite entirely got so there, and I do see a possible support level on the 18-day moving average right here, and I do believe we may even touch that very soon, possibly even today. So at the moment I do see a possible support around the price where we left off back in September or mid-September, even early October and mid-October as well. I do see this price range as a good support, as it was indicated in the past couple months. So if we were to move down lower, that price movement is roughly around, it is 4.1% to the downside. And as for resistance, I do see some concern. Well, we did sort of break resistance and downtrend. So if we mark the trend line down here, we did manage to somewhat break off of it and break off of the 50-day moving average. However, we do close below it now, and we may even be filling in the gaps, as was indicated when we were between October 30th and October 31st. We gapped up and we may eventually fill in that gap. So at the moment I do see possible resistance, the same resistance as I indicated a couple weeks ago, $40.80 where we left off. We need to break off that resistance, and if we were to move up higher, that price movement is roughly around 8.6% to the upside. So the forecast model is now available in the link below, so check it out. You can check various ticker signs. So if we go to Gold Miners, configure the settings, and then we'll get the output, and you can examine on your own in the link below. So enjoy. So back to the forecast model. So I'll go day by day where Gold Miners Junior will head to the next coming days. So we have 1 day out, 2 days out, 3 days out, 4 days out, 5 days out, 6 days out, and 7 days out. So which one of these forecast models we should focus on? Ideally the model that is the best match to the current trend. We have the current trend right here, and below is a trend that I believe is the best match. And this trend dates back to January 4th to April 3rd, 2018. So let me point out why these two charts are similar. So what we have in the beginning of the trend, we start off above the middle Bollinger Band, and then we proceeded to break down to touch the bottom Bollinger Band. So let's just mark all the instances where it touches the bottom Bollinger Band. So we have one there, and then next we have one right here as well. In between those we touch the middle Bollinger Band once there, and then we have another attempt later on right here. After the second touch on the reversion to the mean, we reached out to touch the upper Bollinger Band right towards the end. So we have those points, and the point below we start to see a similar pattern shaping up. We average above the middle Bollinger Band, and right towards the end we touch the upper Bollinger Band. In between those we see it touch the bottom Bollinger Band, and right there. And in this instance we didn't quite touch the bottom Bollinger Band, but we made a nice attempt at it. And in between those we touched the middle Bollinger Band once there, and then the second one right after right there. So we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, and we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. So there's reason to believe that the trends and patterns are the same. The outcome and forecast should be fairly the same. The forecast model that we just examined was January 4th to April 3rd, 2018. Back then, gold miners junior was up around 2.6%. So we do see a possibility gold miners will climb higher in the next coming days. However, I do see that we do need to touch the middle Bollinger Band first before we proceed to move up higher. And as indicated in the trend in question, it does touch the middle Bollinger Band. So wait for that to happen, and then we'll start to see some upward price movement. So again, this forecast model is now available in the link below for free, so check it out. If you enjoy this content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.